Mr. Samuels here, continuing our conversation about classifying matter. So, last we left off, we talked about gold being defined as an element because it's on the periodic table. There's only one type of atom, and gold, if you have a sample of gold, it's just a bunch of individual gold atoms. There's no bonded together molecules. Also, we talked about water being a compound because it has more than one element and it's made of individual molecules. Those are the smallest part that you can still call water, and each of those contains three atoms. So let's look at this picture. Let's look at a microscopic view, like a magic school bus style view of what's going on here. So you see some H2O molecules, right? So you know this is water. Now these ones are close together. These ones are far apart. What do you think is going on here? Well, it could be something like evaporation or boiling. When those water molecules spread out, we can't see them anymore. Now let's look over here. Now it's kind of hard to see them, but you've got like a green chlorine and a blue sodium or something like that. Those are salt. So if you got molecules mixed in between these water molecules, then this would be salt water. All right, so I want you to try drawing pictures of these. If you need help, look at page 27 in your book. Okay, so now when we're describing and classifying matter, we got to put them in a sentence, right? What is this? Well, first off, you should say it's a castle. The castle is made of Legos. In that same sense, you don't want to say water is a molecule. You say water is a compound made of water molecules. Okay, just like you are not a cell, you're an organism made from individual cells, if that makes sense. Okay, so think of these Legos like atoms. You could take them apart and put them back together in different ways and make different things. In fact, that's where all the atoms in your body came from. They were once in something else. So I want you to try these practice problems in your notebook. Pause the video and we'll go over them when you're done. Okay, so let's go over these. There's more than one right answer here. I worded these questions kind of vaguely to get you really thinking about how to use these words, not just in general connecting to a substance, but also kind of grammatically. So I might say salt, sodium chloride here, is a compound because it has more than one element. All right, and it's not made from individual atoms because there's more than one. It's got a formula. I would say oxygen is an element because it's on the periodic table, but since it has this formula O2, that's two oxygen atoms stuck together, bonded together. That makes it made of individual molecules that each contain two atoms. Iron would be considered an element because it's on the periodic table. You can check the back of the book if you don't know the names. It's made from individual atoms because there's no formula here indicating that might be a molecule. All right, and then for oxygen gas, again, page 27, the picture of hydrogen there might help you get an idea what that should look like. Okay, next off, there are two main classifications of matter. When you come across a substance in real life, it's either a pure substance, and all elements are pure substances like gold and copper and oxygen. All compounds are also pure substances. Water is a pure substance, salt's a pure substance, etc. But most things we come across are mixtures. We define mixtures as things that don't have a definite composition. That means it could be like weaker or stronger. It can also be physically separated, and we'll talk about that later. For now, let's look at an example. Coffee, mixture or pure substance? Well, I would definitely say it's a mixture because it's obviously more than one compound. You know, there's at least one compound, water, mixed with another compound, caffeine. But you also can tell because it can be weaker or stronger. That's one way to tell it's a mixture. Okay? Water cannot be weaker or stronger. You can't be like, oh, this water's too strong. I need to water it down. Yeah, that'd be weird. So water is a pure substance. All right. So in your notebook, I'd like you to give two examples of mixtures that I have not included yet and two examples of pure substances. that's all we have for today, folks.